Hello everybody. It has been 1 week since the announcement of the closure of the special account after 55 years old. And in this 1 week, there was a huge uproar of negative emotions, comments in our Telegram channel, in our YouTube channel, and where 30,000 over people participated, in this huge chatter of emotions. As a strong CPF supporter, I must confess that initially I didn't know how to react, right? And it's understandable because initially the policy wasn't very clear. There was a lot of noise, and I think the communication could have been better. And right now, after 1 week, it's quite clear to me what the policy intent is meant to be. After 1 week of analyzing the whole saga, it's very clear to me what the government, especially the CPF board, was trying to do. First, there was a clear intent of closing the CPF loophole that allow some people to exploit, that help you get more interest with this strategy called the SA shielding. So that loophole has been shut, and to be frank, I already anticipated one day they will shut it, and most of us actually anticipated that also. But what I didn't expect is the second part of it, the complete shutdown of the special account. And as a result, if you're above 55 years old, you only have one choice, either to have a high interest in your retirement account with poor liquidity, or you have high liquidity in your ordinary account but with lower interest at 2.51% or so. So you cannot have both. This closure of the special account is what I call a redistributive policy, meaning that it actually stops the CPF rich from enjoying too much of the high interest rate, and therefore bring up some equality. In short, it's something like a Robin Hood policy, rob the rich and give to the poor. I cannot comment on the government's move, the intent, and what they do in this new policy change. But what I do know is many people are affected. And I feel very convicted to help those people that are affected. And this is what we have been doing over the last 1 week, helping everybody to understand the policy's implication, which is so confusing, so much information, and so lack of information at the same time. But also to help you find alternatives to help you achieve your retirement goal, which we have worked a lot in the process of this 1 week. Over this last 1 week, we have received countless calls for help. The first and most important one is everybody is asking for clarity. What on earth is happening? I would imagine that most of the messages, calls, emails are actually surrounding this topic, because a lot of people just simply cannot understand what exactly happened. The CPF policies are very confusing, and I understand. What is FRS? What's retirement account? What is BRS? What's 4 times BRS? What's CPF Life? What are the 3 schemes under CPF Life? Okay, how does it affect us? What happens at 55 years old? What happened at 65 years old? What happened at 75 years old? What was before? What is after? What on earth is CPF shielding? And so forth. How many of you are in this confusion right now? Just click a like or just comment. Everyone feels this confusion. I understand. The CPF policies are not easy to understand and therefore cause a lot of confusion. The lack of clarity in this new change further worsen it, and I understand. The CPF policy has been evolved over many decades, and it's very difficult even for policymakers to simplify things. So this is where the 1865 community and the community contributors and experts went all out to try to help everybody to understand. We were there, especially community experts, to help everybody understand what the policy changes implication is. Interestingly, not everybody disagrees with this policy. There are people who actually agree with this policy because of the fairness of it that it represents. I'm not going to be commenting on the fairness and not fairness, but I think what is more important is everybody must understand that this is a big impact to some of you. The people who call for help are people whose scope of investment know-how is limited largely to Singapore stocks, and most of them have floundered. T-bills, okay, fixed D, at best as Singapore SSB. And now their CPF, which is an important part of their retirement planning, is now changed, and now they are all asking for what to do, asking for help. I think it's important for the 1865 community as well as the CPF board to reach out to this group of people, to dechiminize, to help them understand what on earth is happening so that they can help to understand what their retirement planning should be. In this whole saga, the real heroes are the community experts in the 1865 community. They went all out to help everybody dechiminize the complex information, policy changes, and help you understand what does it mean for you. I cannot name all of them, but I know, right, people like Junice, Chun Hui, JHL, and a few others, okay, went all out day and night, went all out, not paid a single cent, balancing their own life requirements to answer every single question. I'm sure their contribution has helped everybody really handle the confusion around this period, and most importantly, make their investment and retirement planning more clear, better. From the bottom of my heart, I would like to represent all Singaporeans that are affected to thank you for helping everybody understand the policy changes and implications so that they can all make a better investment and retirement planning for themselves and their family. But one thing still remains out of this whole change. Many Singaporeans are still confused by the change because the CPF policies are indeed very confusing, and the change make it worse. It is not the fault of the current policy makers, but this is through generations of changes that landed it in this way. I understand. So for those people who are still confused and convoluted by all this impact, okay, let me say the following to help you understand that this is okay. There are current provisions in the CPF policies that allow you to cushion the effect of the loss of liquidity. So when you transfer money into your retirement account, in order to enjoy the high 4% interest, when you hit 65 to 70 years old, there are provisions in the CPF policy that allow you to withdraw the money out. You can withdraw 20% of your FRS, okay, and also pledge your property to withdraw about $100,000 or so. So combined, you could withdraw about 140,000 or maybe more, okay, when time comes when you're 55 years old. And this would help to cushion the loss of liquidity. And that's a great provision that is made within the CPF board to help everybody. So that part is a huge plus, and that makes the policy change a lot more acceptable. The policy change won't happen until 2025 January. From now till then, there are 10 months. Guess what all the financial institutions will be doing right now? They will be cheering, right, that a lot of funds will be potentially coming to their way to grab. They will be developing products to tailor to this group of customers, which is you. You might actually be in a no-loss situation, might even be in a better situation. So do not rush into making a decision. You are okay just to wait and let the dust settle, okay, and understand what are the things that will come out. So wait for 2025 January to come, and then you make a decision. It is okay to wait. It is okay to wait, and I'm sure the outcome won't be that bad. Considering the provisions that are made in a CPF board to help you cushion this effect, that you can withdraw up to $140,000, and also these potential products and existing products that are coming, you can actually ride through this whole change with a breeze. So there is not a big impact, to most people if you can harness these changes. The only one thing you need to do is to make sure you level up yourself in terms of investment know-how, participate in our discussion, participate in our YouTube channel so that you understand some of this availability of products and changes so that you can make a well-informed decision for your own retirement. To those who say that the 1965 dream is kaput, I just want to say this. My wife and I has a combined CPF savings of $2 million and we are not even 55 years old yet. We're just 51 and 52 years old respectively. In our community that I know of, there is one gentleman, his name is Patrick. He and his wife has hit a combined savings of $3.7 million. I think they are 62 years old. So therefore, the CPF 1865 dream is still achievable and very achievable by most people. So therefore, don't let this financial safety net be ignored. It will form a very strong foundation for you to build on your retirement. So in the light of all these things I've shared with you, actually for most people, not much impact to you. The only thing is you need to let go. Letting go is always tough. Letting go of something that's easy to understand, easy to handle, and easy to accumulate your retirement wealth is always difficult. I understand. It's even more difficult when you are in your senior years of 50s, 60s, or even 70s. I understand. I truly do. Years ago, my mom passed away very suddenly and very tragically. And I couldn't accept and couldn't let go of that change. Their funeral was around this compound and it was a very difficult thing to handle. And it took me a long time to realize that by not letting go, I actually was hurting myself and it was actually very painful to my own life. Surprisingly, after one day I realized that I have to let go and I actually let go, I could actually now embrace a much joyful and happier life. Of course, the loss of CPF SA is not as tragic as that, but the same principle apply. We need to let it go. By letting it go, then you are able to embrace and see all the new opportunities that's coming to you. Be it new products, new services, taking new provisions in the CPF, all these are available to you. But if you don't let it go, you can't see all these opportunities. What is lost will not come back. The special account after 55 years old will be closed and you won't come back again. But fortunately, with all these new alternatives out there, you can continue to lead a great life. I'm committed, together with the help of my community experts and my YouTube channel, to continue to educate everybody, beef up everybody's financial know-how, investment skills, so that you can outdo the potentials that's set by the boundary of special account, that you can even do better for yourself, for your family, and for your retirement. Thank you, and I'll see you in a day or two.